another videos of those where we look into the chart of BitMine, we look into the overbought, oversold levels, which levels are important, all about this and much more here in this video.
Welcome to the game, I'm the wolf of Dubai.
Welcome to a brand new video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Danny and I'm looking forward to stocks that can go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x. And I did this many times before. So I actually make sure that I go into stocks before they absolutely explode. And if this is interesting for you, then you should be subscribed, because my subscribers bought houses and apartments because they followed me on my Tesla journey, my Robinhood journey, my Nvidia or Palantir journey. So now I never advertise any product out there. Even when I get offers for $20,000, $30,000, I don't care, because I have the best product ever that we created, that I paid over $1 million to finish, and this is my AutoPilot software. With this software, I send you all the trades that we are designing with our professional day trading team to send to your portfolio. And with that said, it's all done for you. So we do all the work, we do all the research, we send all the trades into your portfolio. Now, if this is interesting for you, then make sure to schedule a call, because we are raising our joining fee and we want to make about like 8 to 15%. So if you start with $10,000, you should be somewhere around like $58,000 after the first 12 months. If this is interesting for you, then let's dive in. So now let's go into the first thing, which is the clip about the levels and the chart. See, over the last 5 days, we could gain about like 10%. It stays quite volatile. We are still need to catch up 20% from 1 month. You know, here you remember for the Fed, the decrease of rates, we actually had a nice rally, but overall we need to catch up from those highs of 60, 70, okay? Now, why this drawdown? First of all, it's a MNAV, related thing. As you remember, our MNAV was for many BMNR rocks. It's a website where you can check the MNAV. As you can see, the MNAV is around like 1. We were at the MNAV for, I don't know if it's showing here, but MNAV was for a very long time also a little bit, higher than just 1, right? We had even 1.5, I remember, 1.4. So that's the first couple of percentages. And obviously you have Ethereum that is not doing really anything. We actually, since about like 6 months, we gained like 5%, right? Year to date, we gained those 5%. So you can see Ethereum is the lacking factor here. But let's dive into the chart of BitMine here, okay? So as you can see here, you can see we are just in between 2 major levels, okay, between 25 and 35. I thought we might just go higher here back in January, but the market was obviously a little bit afraid of the Supreme Court judgment, job market today. Both were not really happening, or not at least bearish. So you can see a nice recovery today. Also, you have this, I've seen this 2 times this week. Once here, you can see as we go higher and higher and higher. And then you can see that also, I don't remember if it was yesterday, I think yes, you had this nice up and up and up, and crossing the $30 mark, and, checking out the $31.6 mark. So now we are back in those directions. But let's have a look. What does it say? Okay, so first of all, we need to go through 35 and kind of get the 35 levels. Okay, so that's the number 1 level that we need to go. Once we have that, we should be pretty much fast for looking at around like 40 levels. And then we need some kind of catalyst. I'm sharing my catalyst on X, and I think that this is very important, but it's important to say, okay, what kind of catalyst are we talking about, right? So we need to see which catalysts are very important for the company and for Ethereum, right? Some are just Ethereum related, some are BMNR related, but overall, I think that we can maybe, you can see my previous predictions, right? So you can see here, I thought that we will have something like that, and then we will recover and then, go higher. But it seems like always here, these areas, we kind of weaken up. We tried now twice, now kind of gives us this double bottom here at around like 25. 1.35 areas, right? So we should have power here once we break through that area. I think that this area is now important. It's very small compared to the overall, massive increase. But you can see here, it's very important that it happens sometimes here. Okay, so we have the Fed, we have so many things that coming up, but I think that the most important is the annual shareholder meeting next week, right? So that will be important. We are not overbought, we are not oversold, we are just in the middle, right? So it's pretty boring actually time. We wait and wait for catalysts, and the markets go a little bit higher, go a little bit lower. Crypto doesn't play along that much so far, but we shall see what happens next week. So as you can see, everything looks quite primal, quite to break out just in a little bit. We just, in my personal opinion, just needed a little bit of more push in Ethereum. And then we need some good news in the annual shareholder meeting. And then we are going to very, very amazing levels with BitMine. And now with this, in my personal opinion, undervalued situation. Check out xtendaytrading.com, and I wish you the best weekend that you ever had. And don't forget, the grass is greener always on the other side.